what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free. And you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole-in-one without even trying. Capital One. Kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons. By now, you've heard the news. Boosters for Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are available. They help keep your immunity strong and help keep you and others protected against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. Let's keep each other safer and healthier this winter. Get your booster. And don't forget to get your flu shot, too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hey y'all, it's Dean. The holidays are here, which means Albert Home is now a winter wonderland. Every imaginable element of holiday decor. If it isn't an Alex, it probably doesn't exist. And trees, not just any trees, the finest pre-lit trees on the planet. Best of all, Albic's expert staff is here to teach you how to make your own home a holiday wonderland too. Bring the fam, start the season at the most beautiful holiday display in the country, Albic Home. Find them on Sepulveda in Van Nuys or on the web at albichome.com.
If you want to sell your car fast, Roto. If you want it to be hassle-free, Roto. If you want to make more money on your trade, yep, Roto. That's R-O-D-O. Roto is the best place to buy a new car, and it's also the best place to sell your used car or vehicle lease for quick payment. That's right. Cash offers for used cars have never been higher. So act now. Download the Roto app or go to roto.com. That's R-O-D-O. The fastest way to sell your car.
Looking for a good investment? Want to reduce uncertainty, financial risk, and hedge inflation? Here are 8 reasons to consider NRIA's prime real estate development fund. Steady monthly cash flow payouts with double-digit targeted returns. Solid, affordable, high-demand home and apartment assets back you. New construction built where housing is badly needed and demand booming. Substantial properties already built and selling right now supporting you. Short and long-term strategies with steady cash flow and appreciation anticipated. An industry leader with a 15-year track record of 3 million square feet built and a pipeline of $1.7 billion of new property in progress. Hedge against inflation and receive steady cash flow. Start your due diligence at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Staying healthy isn't easy, especially during the holidays. Watching your diet, staying active, managing stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movement and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Even quality sleep all the holidays. Our Black Friday sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus special finance and Cyber Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Living with someone who tested positive for COVID-19 in the past 5 days, those 18 and over who are not vaccinated may be able to take part in a clinical trial for a possible medication to prevent COVID-19. This trial is not for a vaccine, and participation is voluntary. Participants will receive study-related care at no cost and may receive reimbursement for study-related time and travel. To learn more, call 844-461-1936. That's 844-461-1936.
Someone's got to fix this computer.
Is it still talking?
Oh, yeah.
Identity theft virus.
But that's not good.
To unlock the computer, please call support.
In my computer history, I've clicked on some questionable things, but I've never seen that screen right now. I mean, it looks like you tried to access the nuclear football.
Jerry and Shannon, weekdays at 10 a.m.
The FBI is coming to your home.
KFI.
1, 2, 4 hours.
Live everywhere on the Iheart Radio app. Good morning. It's the Phil Handel Show. Bill's off today, back on Monday. Wayne Resnick in till 10. Is your Christmas present spying on you? Probably. There has been a lot of concern over the last couple of years about all of these connected
devices. You're hooking everything up to your home network. It's connected basically to the internet, and you hear the horror stories of the weird voice on the baby monitor, for example. And that's something that really can only happen because you have your baby monitor hooked up to the internet. Or is that true? Back in the days when baby monitors were not hooked up to the internet and they just communicated with radio waves, very, very low power radio within the house, somebody could, right outside your house, get onto that frequency. In fact, there's some ways in which technology has made it harder for you to be spied on. This is more of an aside, but this is true because I remember many, many years ago, you could listen to your neighbor's cordless phone calls with a scanner. There was no hacking. There was no special knowledge needed. Cordless phones transmitted on a frequency that most commercial scanners, picked up. You just had to tune into that frequency, and you could hear your neighbor on their cordless phone. And I think it was illegal to do that, but you didn't have to do anything special to do it. And I will confess now what I think may have been a crime at the time. I used to live in an apartment building. In that same apartment building lived teen heartthrob, although this was later, obviously, in his life, Leif Garrett. And I remember a couple of times tuning in to that cordless phone frequency and hearing Leif Garrett on the phone. Now, you can do that. Just like there's some police departments you can't listen to on a scanner because they are all on digital functions. So this technology has actually made it harder to eavesdrop or spy on somebody. But hooking your thermostat up to the internet opens up a whole other window of getting spied on. And the concern isn't just, say, a hacker breaking in somehow to your Wi-Fi network through your internet-connected thermostat and spying on you. The other kind of thing isn't really spying at all. When we say spying, I think of somebody's watching me. I have no idea what they're watching. The real thing about gadgets today is I would say, the disclosed spying that happens. It's all of these devices that collect all this data. So that thermostat that picks up to your Wi-Fi, it's not really that somebody's going to hack in. It could happen. It's highly unlikely. It's that thermostat came with a privacy policy that you didn't read. And it's collecting all the information about when you set your thermostat to what temperature at what time of the year. Some thermostats now have geofencing, where you set it to know when you're home and know when you leave if you connect it to a device. So if you leave, it'll turn your thermostat up or down to save energy, and then as you're coming home, it goes, oh, this guy's getting close to his house. Let's turn down the air conditioning in the summer, or let's turn up the heat in the summer. That also uses a record of your comings and goings. And there is a high likelihood that whoever sold you that thermostat is collecting that information and selling it to third parties. Same thing with your connected TVs, and I saw this the other day, I was looking at refrigerators, and there's a refrigerator that has cameras inside the refrigerator. Oh, hell yes, Amy King.
I don't want my refrigerator spying on me. Amy, do you really need that second piece of power? I mean, that's gotta be coming, right?
I don't know I couldn't figure out why. Why in the world would you need, what functionality to your life does a camera in your refrigerator have to do? My friend who's smarter than me said, let's say you're at the store, and this is, by the way, she brought this up because this is something that happens to me all the time. You go to the store and then you don't remember how many yogurts do you have. So do you just risk coming home and not having enough yogurts, or do you buy more yogurts and come home and risk having too many yogurts? So I guess you're at the store and you can't remember how many yogurts you have. You can log into your refrigerator and look. Which I will acknowledge is a functionality that a camera in your refrigerator brings to your life, but does that mean the refrigerator maker is getting images of the inside of your refrigerator and knows what groceries you buy?
And will start sending you little messages. Hey, Wayne, why don't you pick up some yogurt?
Oh. Well, I mean, that would be one thing. The other thing would be all of a sudden you start getting coupons in your email for yogurt.
Oh, tell me what. Can you do that? Yeah, I think when I talk about stuff, it shows up on the newsfeed.
So, the bottom line is very simple. You have to decide how much of this new functionality you want, and then ask yourself, okay, does this device connect to the internet or no? If you don't connect to the internet, already you're saving yourself a lot of this problem of your information being collected. And then you have to ask yourself, does it collect information locally in any way that could be compromised? Like, does it have a camera or a microphone or some other kind of sensor? And how much information is this thing collecting? Which means you've got to read those privacy policies. And here's a little rule of thumb. The longer it is, the more stuff they're collecting and the more stuff they're doing with your information.
I think they should call them no privacy policies.
You've got lots of privacy policies. Because a lot of gadget companies aren't really gadget companies. The gadget is a pretext. They are information broker companies. Like your Roku stick. Normally, Roku is a company that sells you a streaming stick to watch content on your TV. But really, they're an information company. They gather all the information about what you watch and everything, and they sell it to third parties. And they, by the way, they're not tricking you. If you read their policy, they will tell you this is exactly what we do. So most gadgets now are really pretexts for information gathering economic business. All right, let's get a news update from Amy King. And again, some climate news. So it's not gloom and doom. No gloom and doom climate news. It's actually thumbs up, optimistic climate news. Coming up. Kfi Am 640 on the Iheart Radio.
The National Weather Service has canceled the wind advisory for all Canada mountains and coastal areas. It says wind speeds have dropped to below its advisory levels. Thousands of people across parts of Southern California have been without power for more than a day because of the strong Santa Ana winds, which prompted SoCal Edison to cut electricity as a precaution to avoid possible wildfires. News brought to you by Reader Hero. A new LAPD task force has the goal of keeping the recent string of robberies from continuing into the holiday weekend and actually the holiday season. Chief Moore says the follow home and smash and grab robberies have been very organized operations with several people involved.
Lookouts that were occurring in neighborhoods surrounding these high-end restaurants and locations would scout and then communicate with the other suspects that would then do the takedown.
Moore says visible patrol units stationed around LA to act as a deterrent to robberies. The FDA says Merck's COVID-19 pill is effective against the coronavirus, but it will give advice on whether it's safe for women during pregnancy. FDA scientists say their review of the pill has found some potential risks, including toxicity and birth defects. The FDA's independent panel is due to meet next week to evaluate whether the pill's benefits outweigh its risks. More than 200 people in Riverside County have been given doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine that were kept in the freezer longer than recommended. The Riverside University Health System says there's no danger for people who got them, although the doses may have lost some of their potency. The shots were administered at community health centers in Hillsborough Valley and Riverside between October 8th and November 23rd. Health officials are recommending if you got one of those doses, just let them know. Holiday shoppers are expected to spend more money than normal this Black Friday. ABC's Deirdre Bolton says people are not really buying more things, but they're paying more. With inflation at a 30-year high, some must-have gifts are 5 to 17% more expensive than last year. Shoppers in the U.S. are expected to spend at least 8 to 10% more this holiday season compared to last year. Let's get to 605 with the KFI in the sky.
Rebecca, good morning. If you start going it now, most freeways here, LA on Sunday, the volume's way down and speeds are way up. So I just a little bit of caution. I'll just suggest that I'll get too carried away. Now, one of the freeways that's been in trouble all morning since we started here, southbound 605 on the 60 freeway, it's a pretty serious crash south of the 60 in between there and Tech Road. And we're still kind of dealing with that. So if you're coming down from still come down the 210, kind of a popular transition off the west end. You're going to be a little slow from before the 60 down through Tech Road, but after that, it's really easy driving all the way down to the 405 if you want to do that. Now, we just completed a flight over the 405. We started out in LAX and all the way down to Seal Beach and Hawaiian Gardens, all that. And that northbound 405 is doing quite well. Even the northbound 110 into downtown Los Angeles, all good. Now, we weren't worried of a problem. We're hitting over now to Texas, but around Kennedy General Hospital, on Lincoln Heights, something around the San Bernardino and Golden State Way. Maybe some roads activity. That's that way, I'll check it for you. If an accident, visit superwoman.com. Get from AFI in the sky.
Hello, this is Assembly Member Freddie Edwards. Thank you for doing your part to fight the spread of COVID-19 here in California. As we continue efforts to vaccinate our fellow Californians, I know that some folks want to ask questions. It's okay to have questions, and I want to share what we know about the vaccines from the experts. These vaccines have been thoroughly tested for safety and effectiveness in clinical trials. And these trials included a diverse group of tens of thousands of people from different races, ages, and medical histories. Hundreds of millions have already received the vaccine. We know that vaccines are a critical part to protect our public health and have the right to get back to normal. So please, talk to your healthcare provider or visit myinsurance.ca.gov for more information. I know that together we can beat COVID. Thank you.
Sponsored by the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America.
Southbound weather from KFI, sunny and a little windy at times, but wind advisories, like I mentioned a minute ago, have been canceled. Highs to be in the mid-70s at the beaches, low to mid-80s for Metro LA and inland Orange counties, mid-70s to mid-80s for the Valleys and Inland Empire. Blue skies can aggregate in the 40s and 50s, sunny again tomorrow and through the weekend. The highs around 70 at the coast, 70s to low 80s inland, and we're going to see sunny skies right on the street. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Amy King. The thought of you going to the dentist stressed you out. Maybe you've avoided them for years because of bad experiences.
Tony Dental specializes in helping people have severe dental anxiety. Maybe people need major work and years of dental neglect.
Now is the time to get it done. They're offering $1,500 off all major treatments.
They're going to soothe all of your fears. They'll do your dental work while you sleep with a gentle twilight sleep or even full anesthesia.
They can repair years of neglect in 1 or 2 appointments. You simply wake up to a beautiful new smile and your teeth are fixed.
And they can do everything. Crowns, crowns, root canals, smile makeovers, and the new permanent teeth in just one day.
Rebuilding smiles for more than 52 years with 4 generations of dentistry. Get $1,500 off major treatments and no money down payment plans. Call for details. Restrictions apply. Offer expires November 30th.
And you can have pearly whites for the holidays. Get $100 off Zoom teeth whitening. 888-640-SMILES. 888-640-SMILES. Cunning Dental. Making smiles great since 1968.
Hi, Tim Carlo here of Carlo Chevrolet, Costa Mesa. Right now, get $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on select new Chevys during our Black Friday sales event at carlochevrolet.net. Find new roads at Carlo Chevrolet, the Orange County original since 1964.
Radio advertising can connect your business with holiday shoppers wherever they go. Use Iheart Ad Builder to create an affordable custom radio ad right on your phone. Just click, listen, approve, then hear it on the radio. Create your customized ad today at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Get here for the Ford Black Friday Sell-A-Thon and get 0% for 60 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on the 2021 Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, and the rugged Ford Ranger. And don't forget America's best-selling truck, the 2021 Ford F-150. Get it for 0% for 60 months plus $2,500 bonus cash. Don't miss the Ford Black Friday Sell-A-Thon.
Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit. 0% APR financing for 60 months at $1,667 per month for $1,000 finance. Example, 0% down. Offers valid 11/26 to 11/30. See dealer for details. Go solar with local and veteran-owned Semper Solaris. Visit sempersolaris.com.
Help us provide more than 25,000 meals a week to kids in Southern California.
Stop into any Smart and Final location to donate to the KFI Talk-a-thon.
KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the Iheart Radio app. It's the Bill Handel Show. Bill's back on Monday. Wayne Resnick's here till 10. And let's talk about the climate a little bit, but not in a gloom and doom way. We're facing this climate challenge. I know it's very controversial. Some people think it's the existential threat to humanity. Other people, there are people who think it's a hoax. So there's that. However, you remember the ozone layer problem? And I bring this up because there was a time when an environmental risk of catastrophic proportions was identified. And it was solved. And this was the ozone layer. And so what happened is these two chemists, Sherwood Rowland and Mario Molina, they discovered that the chlorofluorocarbons from aerosol sprays would go up into the air, and the sun would split these molecules, and basically the bottom line is it started to eat away the ozone layer. The ozone layer provides protection from the UV rays of the sun. And that there was this big hole growing in the ozone layer. And they predicted, and then when everybody else said, oh, the ozone layer's going away, everybody started predicting that millions of people would die of skin cancer. People would be going blind constantly from cataracts. There'd be immune diseases. It was an existential threat to humanity. Now, the thing that was different then is that we weren't so insanely divided, and we didn't live in a society where everything was politicized the way it is now. So here's what happened. People demanded action, governments demanded action, governments responded, and you ended up with this agreement, the Montreal Protocol. See, by today's standards, when I say, oh, there was an agreement, a treaty called the Montreal Protocol, everybody goes, oh, like the Paris Accord, like COP thing in Glasgow, these dumb things where countries pledge this, that, or the other. But back then, countries followed through on their promises in that regard. So the Montreal Protocol was passed, and it became an international phase-out of these CFCs that were in the aerosol. The market, the free market, shifted very quickly. Companies redesigned their products. Consumers shifted their habits very quickly. More pump aerosols, in terms of deodorant, more roll-ons and sticks. Every single country on this planet is a full party to this Montreal Protocol. Those two chemists won a Nobel Prize. And the ozone layer is healing. Everybody agrees it is no longer an existential threat. In fact, pretty soon it's not even going to be a notable feature of our environment. Also happens that back in the day, those CFCs were a very powerful heat trapper. What's interesting is, because we took care of that, and it was because of the ozone layer, we didn't know we were actually helping to delay the current problem that we're having. Now, the sacrifices necessary to stop this current climate change problem, which has to do with all the fossil fuels and everything, it's very different than simply switching from aerosol deodorant to a pump aerosol or a roll-on. The level of sacrifice is much greater. And we have the problem that now, there are people who believe that they believe for reasons other than what the neutral science says about what's happening or about what we can do to stop it. Yet, there's an answer there, or at least a significant help there. The problem is it's also a highly politicized thing, and that's nuclear power. But here's the good news. Unless you hate nuclear power, if you really, really hate it, and you don't fully understand it, and you are focused only on, admittedly, the terrible disasters that have happened in the past, Chernobyl, Fukushima, 3 Mile Island, then you might not agree. But nuclear power is kind of making a comeback. It's getting its reputation back. Because it is the granddaddy of carbon-free energy production. Even today, right now, as I speak to you, more zero-carbon energy being generated in the world from nuclear power than wind and solar combined. There's also a bunch of new reactor technology, modular reactor technology, that makes this much safer than it was. So, we have the history of the world coming together and solving a pretty big environmental problem. That happens. We have wind and we have solar, and I'm not poo-pooing wind and solar at all. These are excellent options that should be scaled up. But also, we've had a way of generating power with zero carbon for a long time, and that technology is being improved to make it safer and more efficient. And if we take all of things together, and damn it, if we could just get over ourselves a little bit, we probably could make great strides with the current climate problem that we have. Let's get a news update from Amy King, and then, Facebook. I have something to say about Facebook, and boy, you're not going to like it at all. But I'm going to say it. And then you're going to go, oh, I didn't like that when he said it, but now that I hear it, he's probably right. This is Kfi Am 640, live everywhere on the Iheart Radio app.
Black Friday shoppers in SoCal may notice more cops around shopping malls. It's because of a recent rash of flash mob thefts or smash and grabs. LA Police Chief Moore says the department plans to dedicate resources to some higher-end locations to try to deter criminals. A man shot and killed by police after charging at them in San Francisco with kitchen knife was an Afghan interpreter for the U.S. Special Forces. Ajmal Amani apparently suffered PTSD after he was shot several times during his service with the Special Forces overseas. Wind advisories have been canceled across the Southland. Utility companies cut power to thousands of homes on Thanksgiving Day to try to reduce the risk of their equipment sparking wildfires. We'll see what's up with EKFI in the sky next.
I am one of thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body. I am living in the moment and taking Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Be in your moment. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Bags under your eyes? That's junk sleep. And Mattress Firm can help. Shop the Black Friday sale and save up to $500 on top-rated brands you'll love, like Sleepy's. Plus, pair the mattress of your dreams with a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase. Sunny
the times in the 70s at the beaches, 70s to mid-80s inland, sunny right on through the weekend. This report brought to you by Mattress Firm. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, we make it easy. Checking out the East LA interchange.
You betcha, and all is well, really. Now, if you were with us last time around, I mentioned a hospital problem around County General Hospital, police activity, fire department activity around the 10 and the 5. We just went over there a little bit ago, and we scoured that, the Golden State San Bernardino interchange, the East LA interchange, and thankfully, I really didn't see anything, so I think that's been called off. Now, as I speak to you, we're over at Crash Show. This is going on the 3-hour mark this morning. I can't believe it. There's a fleet of flatbed trucks right there trying to pick up all the vehicles that were involved in this crash. The location now is south of 605, just barely past the 60. If you're coming down from the 10 now, you're going to see brake lights before you get to the 60, but it's not too far in distance. Maybe 10 minutes in time, though. But you'll see, once you get past this, once you get past Peck Road, boy, it's just wide open all the way down to 105. Gosh, it looks like they're going to stop all traffic here in just a minute. Yeah, they're doing it right now. Again, tow trucks are trying to get all the stuff out of your way. The 60 freeway, westbound, coming away from the 605 and the west end, all of that is good. Keep an eye on some of these malls for shopping and stuff. I really haven't seen any mall that's really out of control in the way of traffic and stuff, but we'll keep looking for you. Incident and accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Fogg, AF High in the Sky.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Find festive touches like 1-quart poinsettias, 2 for $3 at Lowe's Black Friday. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. In-store only while supplies last. Valid through 12/1 U.S. only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
By now, you've heard the news. Boosters for Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are available. They help keep your immunity strong and help keep you and others protected against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. Let's keep each other safer and healthier this winter. Get your booster. And don't forget to get your flu shot, too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hey, LA Remodeling Pros. Win the jobs you want most with the 3D tools built into House Pro software. That's HOUZZ Pro. With House Pro, you can easily show prospective clients in 3D what their finished project will look like. See why pros like you are raving about how House Pro 3D tools are helping them win jobs, upsell customers, and get more referrals. So go to House Pro, that's HOUZZ Pro, online or in the App Store, and try 3D for free today.
By now, you've heard the news. Boosters for Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are available. They help keep your immunity strong and help keep you and others protected against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. Let's keep each other safer and healthier this winter. Get your booster. And don't forget to get your flu shot, too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Super comes standard at the Norm-Reed Honda Superstore. If you're planning to sell your vehicle, we buy all makes and models, and we'll give you a super value. Or return your Honda lease to one of our 5 Honda Lease Return Super Centers. Then upgrade from our super selection whether you shop in store, online,